This is going to be a timeless collective reading. I'm going to pull out some cards, and I'm going to set them just like this. They're going to make a triangle. All right. So set one there. Oops. I'm going to go 5 on the bottom, 5 on the bottom. And we're going to go 4. And then we're going to go 3. And then we're going to go 2 and 1. All right. So we're going to climb this pyramid. As we go through it, this is what's going to be playing out for you. All right. So we're going to start down here in the bottom right. I'm looking. Ooh, the first card out. The card of luck. This is at the foundation of the reading. All right. So this is going to be around your foundations in life. I'm looking at unexpected luck popping up for you. Congratulations. And these moments are needed to help you through the times when times are kind of rough, man. We need some good stuff to happen. All right, so I'm looking at some type of unexpected luck popping up for you. I'm looking at right now, you defending your position. It's like fighting off attackers, trying to hold on to what you love, trying to keep other people from taking what you love from you. You're in that kind of world. If you don't hold on and fight for what you love, other people will take it from you. Right? They will. So you can apply that to any aspect of life. So you must fight in life. Right? You might not feel like we're living back in these times anymore, but we are. It's just different. You're not associating. Right? So the spear comes in the form of words, of text messages, emails, things like that. Blocking somebody. Right? That's a block. That's somebody blocking somebody on social media. Fighting off attackers, trying to get what you want. I'm looking at a rite of passage is popping out for you. Right? So by fighting for what you want in life, I'm looking at you get a rite of passage. You're able to make it to the next level, to the next chapter of your story. I'm looking at when we travel like this, sometimes it can be emotionally, sometimes it can be mentally, sometimes it's physical. Right, so we want to be looking for the transformations in your life. How are things different? Are things easier? Are they getting better for you? This is a rite of passage to take you on to a better chapter of life. I'm looking at somebody watching you. Somebody's watching the decisions you're making, the choices you're making. We always want to lead by example in this place. So we don't ever want to tell others that they should do things if we're not willing to do them ourselves. So we want to lead by example in this place. So by showing other people your kindness, your compassion, your boundaries, your anger, all of those things are sacred. And that's what gives a person a better understanding of who and what you are. Anger is needed in relationships. It's meant to keep boundaries in place, right? So make sure that you guys are cultivating anger. Anger can be a good thing when it's harnessed the right way, when it's focused on productive. I'm looking at you sitting around waiting for something. Some of you guys, this is an Amazon package. For some of you guys, this is some type of thing happening in your life that you've been wanting to happen. I'm looking at the waiting process. While you're waiting for your life to activate, you must keep busy. You must be doing things that are productive. So things like yoga, meditation, building a business, all of those things are going to increase your chance of success in this place. So when we wait like this, sometimes we have to wait in life. Sometimes we have to wait for our manifestations to come into fruition. But what we do when we wait, that changes the game entirely. Climbing the next ladder of the pyramid, I'm looking at your intuition. You have to learn to start trusting your intuition. First of all, we get there by understanding what is the intuition. So we ask yourself, we learn, we teach ourselves. And as you learn what your intuition is, it's going to jump out and bite you. It's been there the whole time trying to guide you and you haven't been listening. All right, so from this day going forward, you're going to spend as much time every day as you can of working with your intuition, strengthening, cultivating your intuition. Intuition isn't just something that you got and tap in, that's it. This is a skill. Intuition, you're just accessing your intuition is a skill, and it's something that will lead you to money. Right? By perfecting your intuition, this will lead you to money, fame, health, wealth, and abundance. But without this, you can achieve none of those things. Right? So make sure you're doing something today that cultivates your intuition, your awareness. This is also the feminine energy. I'm also looking at Pisces. Ooh, oh man, as we're popping out with the High Priestess, this is the matching card that goes with it. This is the Magician, standing side by side. So as you strengthen and perfect your intuition, you will begin to use it and create the world that you want to be living in. But we can't get to the Magician until we reach the High Priestess and we understand what is the intuition to begin with. The Magician teaches us to focus our feelings, our emotions, our thoughts, and your words, and cast them out into the ether and make physical things happen and appear, bending reality. Right. I'm also looking at a partnership between the masculine and feminine energy, united as one, no longer separate. The two come together and work as one. So if your mind is pulling you one way and your heart is pulling you in another way, that's separation. Right? So we want to unify the forces inside of you, the masculine and feminine energy. Uniting those two will take you to the next evolution of human consciousness, oneness. Right. The next, I'm looking at, I'm looking at you walking away from some things. This is dicey. It feels kind of dicey. I'm also looking at you putting boundaries in place with somebody in your life. And I'm looking at somebody leaving you or you leaving somebody. All right, somebody walking away. All right, and when we do, we want to make sure that you're standing there with everything you need. Right? So also in these situations, we want to sit down and ask ourselves, right, is this person helping my life? Is this person healing my life? Do they need to leave? And if they do, we let them go. But if not, if it's your fault, if it's you or the one that needs to be changed, then you must run after them and you must catch them and you must hold on to them extremely tight. Never let them go. I'm looking at a saga playing out. This is things. I'm looking at you learning some new information, taking on more responsibilities. And that's okay. Most people don't want to do this. They run screaming from it. But this is where the strength lies. This is where the power in reality lies, where we start doing everything yourself. We don't ever again let other people do things for you or help you out in any way. If you're letting people help you out in life, even on a day-to-day operations, you're hurting yourself. All right, so we want to get to where we do everything on your own. Everything. Feed the dogs, clean the house, wash the dishes, do the work, everything done by you with your blood, your sweat, and your tears. When you do, it means something. It hits different. I'm looking at, this is the last card on the second shelf. I'm looking at the Devil card. So the Devil, and this is also, before we make it to the next tier, this is the Devil. This is a boss, the final boss. So in this next chapter of life, there's going to be a final boss. Right? So you are meant to figure out who that is in your life. Right? And what we want to do is we want to be mindful of any toxic things in your life right now. Anything that's toxic, that's what the Devil represents. Let's say you're eating cookies at 3 o'clock in the morning. You get up and you start snacking, or you go to the refrigerator and you start eating. That's the Devil. Right? That's hurting you. That's hurting your body. That's hurting your system. You should never be eating food like that in the middle of the night. If you're putting sugar inside your body, you're doing damage to your temple, right? So those things, anything can become the Devil. So it's whatever stands in opposition to achieving what you want. So let's say you want a new job, your boss could be the Devil, right? So whatever that is that stands in your way. And what we want to do is, we want to slay the beast. We want to, wow, we want to work past that. All right, the next tier, we're going to go up to the top. All right, I'm looking at the inverted king. It's coming in upside down. So at this level, when we go through all these things in life, after all these events unfolding, you might be a little bitter, and that's okay. You might be a little angry, a little hurt. Right? So whenever we go through these things in life, it's about taking that and flipping it around, alchemically changing the way you feel, think, and perceive your life. And when we change a perspective, the way you're viewing it, bam, it becomes apparent that You weren't the reverse king. You were the king on the throne all along. Right? But it takes some realizations to get there. I'm looking at new opportunities unfolding for you in the future. I'm looking at you getting more. I got you. This is increased manifestation. So the speed at which you manifest reality is going to increase. I'm looking at you more options opening up to you as well. So by going through all of this, man, it leads to beautiful gifts. There are rewards at the end of the rainbow. And that's what I'm looking at. So by achieving things in your life, you're going to get to a place to where you can go out and buy anything you want. You can go out and do anything you want. And that's the freedom that all of you are looking for. If you don't have that right now, then we're not free. If we can't go get in the car and go buy anything you want, go wherever you want at the drop of a dime, then that's not freedom. All right, so we want to begin to look at achieving the ultimate state of freedom, which is financial freedom in this place. All right, this is the last card on the third tier. Ooh, look at it, the Queen of Swords. I'm looking at the way she's dressed. I'm looking at you buying new clothes. I want to change the color palette of the colors that you're wearing right now. I'm looking at you getting some type of vibrant colors. So we want to buy more vibrant colors, something that stands out, that makes you feel good. The color you wear has a physical and mental impact on your body, mind, and experience. Just so you all understand that. Everything is impacting you. So when you change up the colors that you wear, it changes your personality, the way you feel. All right, so I'm looking at you buying some new clothes. Going shopping. Ooh, nice. We want to be focused on upgrades coming up in this next chapter of your life. All right, we want to upgrade everything. All right, so we get to the point where how do I do that? All right, at the top. We are at the top. Ooh, I'm looking at the Hangman at the top. Now, this is the Hangman in upright. This would represent stuck in a cul-de-sac, a dead end, and you cannot no longer go forward. But in reverse, bam! You see how he has ascended. He is the kingdom of God. God consciousness flows through him or her. Him or her. I'm not reading sex. This is based off the energy. All right, so this is someone that's enlightened, illuminated. And this is the goal of the entire process of life, to get to that state. And at that state, you will be able to work miracles, not just in your life, but everyone that you come into contact with. All right, guys. I'm going to end the reading there. Listen, if you guys like the reading and you want to book a full session, shoot me a message. You can direct message me or check the comment section or the description of whatever platform this is on.